Hello, Wanderers.
Hello.
Hope everybody's doing well. So we're dropping an extra episode this week. We had mentioned to you guys that on May 11th that we are going to be participating in the Magick and May Festival at Heart of the Hollow in Ashland City, Tennessee. So we're urging you guys to come out and support. And we are actually here today with the shop owner of the Heart of the Hollow. Heart of the Hollow is what I said. Holler. So yeah, we just wanted to come by, have a chit chat with her, and just kind of let you guys know what the shop's all about. Let you guys hear straight from her, and we'll get some questions answered and hear some interesting stuff. So this is Jessica.
Hello, I'm Jessica, and this is my shop, Heart of the Hollow. You guys are sitting in right now. I feel so honored to have you both here.
We've never been here before. It's a pretty neat little shop. She's got a ton of stuff, a ton of rocks, a ton of crystals, gems, stuff like that. I've been kind of looking around. There's some beautiful jewelry. There's some, I didn't see those water bottles over there.
Yeah, those are really popular.
I need one of those.
Yes. Crystal infusion bottles.
I think I've seen those on a Facebook post.
Facebook and Instagram, people said, "Oh, I saw that on my Instagram, and I know you have them, so I came in and got it from you." So
yeah, I definitely need one of those.
Those are neat. Yes.
So yeah. So tell us a little bit about the shop. Tell us what you got.
What led you to opening a shop?
There you go.
Here.
Yes. Right. That's an excellent question, because we are in Ashland City, and it's a tiny little town outside of Nashville, right in between Nashville and Clarksville. So it's quite an unusual spot for a metaphysical store. So of course there's a story how it got here. And it actually started probably about 8 years ago in South Nashville, where I'm from. I left corporate jobs. I was in the military. I did all kinds of stuff to be normal. Didn't work. Went to college. But I left that, fast-paced kind of life and wanted to go back to what I love to do, which is read tarot. So, yes. And I was trained in that from a kid, and I have awesome mentors. And I was just so drawn back to that. It became a point in my life where I was like, I can't do the normal thing anymore. I hate that word,
right.
Normal, but I can't do what everybody else is doing anymore. So, as you may know, the pandemic, yes, it brought me from Nashville up here to Ashland City. And I was, I guess I should say before that, when I was in South Nashville and reading tarot, I had a couple different offices. I would rent out or go to people's houses, do parties, and do the nomad thing that most tarot readers do, or be, hosted at different places. So coming up here to Ashland City, there was a crystal shop and mixed with a thrift store. It was a very Ashland City thing.
Yeah,
very much. So I went up there and met the owner and became the tarot reader for that shop. And when she retired, I didn't want to go back to that nomad thing. And also I'd met so many amazing people and created a little community here in Ashland City from working in the crystal shop. So there was no way I was going to let all that die. And so I opened up Heart of the Hollow. There's the nutshell of how I got here.
It's very cool, though.
Thank you.
How much shit have you gotten from the locals about it, though?
Wavering amounts of shit, just here and there.
Got you.
I guess I'm gonna say this publicly too, but I say there's some fair weather Christians.
Yes.
That will talk a lot of shit and leave me alone. So that's fine.
Yes.
I'm like, well, you want to come protest? Be my guest.
Right.
It's fine, but haven't had anything, that's overly concerning.
Right.
Pushback. I have had people that have their opinions. That's fine. I've had people that will just say it online, but what's really cool is when they come in.
Right.
And they want to talk to me. I've had people like, "Can I pray with you?" I'm like, "Sure, I'll speak all the gods I can get."
Right.
It's
So,
awfully bold, though.
yeah, I know. Actually, that's what I mean. I admire that. Like, wow, they've got some balls.
Right.
Because if they felt that strongly that something would, that I would be scary, haha, which,
Right.
But no, they said, I want to see what this is about. And, like, yeah, that's admirable right
Yeah.
there.
Well, I mean, like my sister, we've talked about it before. My sister actually came on to the show within the first little bit of our,
I think it was like episode 10.
and she talked about tarot with us on the show.
Very cool.
But we had talked about she was doing readings down at the coffee shop. It's been a while ago, but there were people that were talking mad shit on Facebook and
I did see
saying that they were going to show up and all this.
Because I bought a ticket to that.
Yeah.
And, like, I was there. Everything was fine. Nobody, like, knocked on the door. Of course, the owner of the shop, she's, like, peeking out the windows. And I was like, is it that serious? And then, like, I get finished and I go to leave. And there's, like, all sorts of, like, Christian materials laying out on the table outside the door. And I was like, well, at least they didn't say anything.
Right. Hey.
At least they weren't,
my goodness.
with their pitchforks and their torches.
Right.
Beating at the door. I was like, at least it was somewhat respectful.
Yes. That's good.
And that's been the majority of what I've seen. Like, they may talk bad shit on Facebook.
Oh yeah, everybody's
it's
a
a
badass.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Totally.
a badass behind a keyboard.
Yeah. But I mean, face to face, no one's really going to say a whole lot. They may make subtle hints here and there, give you a pamphlet or whatever, but it's not like we have a normal basis of like Jehovah's Witness knocking on the door,
Not anymore. They send letters now.
I'd had some knock on my door not too long ago.
Really?
Yeah.
They just send me letters. Thank the universe. They just
Yeah.
send me letters.
I
think that started with the pandemic. Like, I got like 5 of them.
Well,
in the span of 2 years.
So I work from home, and it's been within this year.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. It was
They knocked on the door, and I saw them coming, and I'm like, I know who this is. I know what this is. I know what's going on. So they knock on the door, my dog starts going nuts, so I'm like loving it because I'm hollering, calm down. It's all right, Loki, stop. Loki, stop. Because his name is Loki. And I'm like, that's enough, Loki, stop. So then I'm holding him, and the whole time he's just going at him. But yeah, you could kind of tell that bothered them slightly, but it made my day. I almost sent them to my sister's house just for shits and giggles. Okay, so let's see.
I want to
Go for it.
One thing about like the coffee shop because that
Okay.
was around the time that I was opening.
Okay.
So there was some people that were kind of associating, so that was kind of a moment for us too. I remember that, and my idea, I was like, maybe I should go up there and like hand out flyers for the store. So that's hilarious. The Christians
Right.
do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
And actually, and one more point too, if it's okay.
No, go for it. We're here for you.
Awesome, thank you. I feel like the reason that we're being just with words or pamphlets and things like that targeted by Christians instead of like acts is very Tennessee, leave me alone, you do your thing, I'll do my
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
And like I think that's that kind of respect is what keeps everybody
Right.
happy, and I would so much rather have a conversation and take a pamphlet.
Right.
than, the pitchforks and
Right.
all that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We talk about all the time that, it's hard for people like us here in the Bible Belt, just because you've got the people who talk the shit. But it's not like old school Salem where we're afraid we're going to get hung or, something like that. It's not that scary here, but
Nobody's
it's
dragging me out of my house.
right. Right.
Well, I have my concerns being that I'm exposed
Well,
with a storefront, but
Yeah, fair,
No.
fair enough.
but you can't live in fear.
no.
I mean, and this is being my authentic self, and call it pagan or whichever you want, dirt worshiping heathen right here. But I think we can coexist with Christians.
Right, absolutely. I mean, it doesn't matter what you do. If your beliefs are different than someone else's, they're going to
Yeah.
talk shit.
Of
You're going to
course.
get it.
Yeah.
They're going to try and lead you to their side, which is fine. You know, I understand. I get the struggle. But, you know, like you said, a lot of times we all just kind of go our separate ways. Here, this is what I believe in. Here's what I want you to believe in. But I'm not going to, we're not going to drag you to church, you know?
That's like, if I go, like, say I'm invited to somebody's house and they are Christians and we're having dinner and they're like, let's pray over our meal. I will bow my head. It's not my house. I'm going to be respectful. They don't have to know that I'm not buying into it.
Right.
Or sometimes they do. Like, so I've had friends that, like, their families do that kind of stuff, and I'm like, you know, I'm going to be respectful in your house, but
yeah,
I mean, home and be like, this shit is weird.
That's kind of what we do, you know, at my husband's family events. They'll pray before meals a lot of times. It hasn't been so much since his nana's passed away that they've done that, but it's always been a thing. They'll pray before meals, or on Christmas they sing Happy Birthday to Jesus.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a new one.
That's different.
Yeah. I don't think we did that last year, though. But, you know, we'll just stand there. My husband and I both will just stand there and, you know, be quiet. Just kind of look to see who else is also not looking.
Like, who are the cool people?
Right. Who are we hiding in the corner with this year? But, yeah, it's definitely... Living in the Bible Belt's an
experience.
It is.
When you're not a part of all that.
Well, they make themselves a part of all that.
That is true.
Our little tradition.
This is true, and that is something that we've talked about.
Yeah,
that is something that we've touched on a couple times.
Oh yeah, and like, because I wasn't like well versed on like pagan traditions or like Wiccan traditions or anything like that until we started doing that series. And I was like, I didn't realize how much of this was stolen. But yeah, a lot of it is. Most of it is.
It makes it extra fun when you've got kids that you can start incorporating that stuff into, like your dailies or, you know, for holidays and stuff like that. And so the kids are getting a little bit more of an education on more, you know, not just what's commercialized. We had talked about for Christmas, I said that we were going to start kind of incorporating Yule things into our practices. And my middle child says, does that mean there's no more Santa? We're not going to do Christmas? I'm like, no, we'll still do Santa. Like, and then, you know, I've got my kids going to school telling all the kids about Krampus, and
oh yeah,
that's always fun.
Yeah, we told there's a flower shop next door to where I work, and their daughter would come over all the time and be like, if you don't behave, Krampus is going to come get you. Who's Krampus?
Well, let me tell you, little kid.
Let me give you nightmares.
Well, tell us about what all you carry in the shop so that people know what they're walking into.
Yes, because when you walk in here, it can kind of slap you in the face with all the crystals and spirituality in the setup. I do have, I'm proud to say, one of the largest crystal selections in the area. I can't quantify exactly, but I have customers that come from all over and make this a destination too because of the selection of crystals up here. And also I do the tarot readings. I have a private room that people can schedule appointments with, and also a lot of times have walk-in hours as well that people can come in. And the way that I've also been able to find my place here in Ashland City is marketing as a spiritual resource center. And what that means is just a great place, or this is a great place to come and connect with other spiritual people, or maybe if they're wanting, you know, this person does sound healing, this person does herbology, and they're trading different services like that. Or people just come in and like, I don't know what's wrong with me, help me.
Right.
and you know, we can typically find someone within our networks of either psychics or Reiki therapists, massage therapists, different fields like that can give them some assistance. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I like it. We just, and I don't know, spoiler alert.
It'll be coming out in a few weeks.
I started to say, I don't know if we'll release this prior to that one, but we just also recorded last weekend an episode about the chakras, the different chakras.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So that's something we had talked about.
Yeah, because at first, I was like, this topic I'm not into it. It wasn't like speaking to me. And then as I got into the ones that I chose to talk about, I was like, I feel seen and I feel attacked. And I was like, clearly there are things misaligned going on.
Right. Yeah, and we had talked about finding, a Reiki healer with all that. So if that's something you guys are looking for, she's probably got a hookup.
Yes, I'm actually a Reiki.
See, there we go. There we go.
Yes, I do not only cards and stuff, I also read palms, some mediumship, and
That's awesome.
bones, just a little bit of everything.
That's awesome. Mediumship is fun.
Yes. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't really market myself as a medium because there's just like a whole baggage with that.
And then
It's
you've
like-
got the mediums
The
from around here.
quote unquote.
There's specific ones that are not so great.
I've seen
Just-
it all.
We'll go into that offline.
Their own, man. I've seen people that I was like, what planet are they on? And you know what? They've helped somebody in their own way.
Yes.
It's kind of
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
I gotta live and let live is what I've learned.
Yes.
In this business, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the festival.
Okay.
So what can we expect with the festival? I know that the Facebook page says that there's going to be different vendors set up. Do you have a rough idea of what we're looking at for those?
Well, we're in the process of taking vendor applications. Still.
Mhm.
I will have the vendors that I carry here in the store will
Mhm.
definitely be participating. There is, can I give shout outs to all of them if that's okay?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, Twisted Minds, they do wire wrap jewelry.
Nice.
I also have Theandric Jewels, and she's actually the house jewelry brand. She makes all of her creations with bone and crystal skulls, and yes, and they're all, it's in this store I have like some higher end jewelry that would be her stuff, and some lower end too. If people just want to get, like a little pendant or something.
Right.
And also have Creations by Andorra, and as some of the bone pieces up there and some of the taxidermy stuff, I have oddities in the store as well, and those are her things. So vendors like that are going to be on theme. I'm hoping to have a couple different tarot readers too, and food trucks. And also we are crossing my fingers getting some music as well.
Nice.
We have some live music.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Did you reach out to my sister about the tarot portion? She could have a whole day of fun.
I will, yes. I'm
You
planning on
should.
it.
She's gonna.
That's why I was like,
She's
here, I
gonna
got
beat
one.
my ass.
True.
She's gonna be like, "Why you gotta do that to me?"
Yeah. Have her
She's.
little tent set up. Yes.
She loves it. She hasn't
I love
really.
her style of reading.
I do too, and because she gets very personal with it.
Yeah.
Oh, we all do.
Well, sometimes, which it may just be because I'm her sister. Sometimes
Okay.
I come out of it thinking, "Why the hell you got to be so mean?" But
That's the card, honey. That's not your sister. That's the cards. Ours just me.
she
Like,
could
yeah.
just sugarcoat it a little bit, not hurt my feelings so much. But again, she's my sister, so she's never sugarcoated anything with me ever in my entire
She
life.
loves you and wants you to know
Right.
the truth.
Sometimes I think that's not the case.
She's really loud. Which I'll let you know my intro when I sit down with a client.
Absolutely.
So I'll say, I'm going to read the cards exactly as they come out for me, and that may hurt your feelings or not. It's not coming from me. It's going to serve you best if I just tell you exactly what it is, and it's no judgment on my end, and everything in this room stays in this room. So it's like that typically
Right.
calms people
Yeah.
with, to an extent, like not that I haven't had situations go awry.
Right.
Anything where people just didn't want to hear it or whatever, and that happens.
Yeah.
But most people have the disclaimer and they're like, okay,
They can hit you. They can be
Yeah.
hurtful. I feel like the night that we recorded with her, she did a quick reading, and it kind of hit a little hard. But I've had her pull cards for me. I'll call her on a Tuesday morning and be like, I got some shit going on. Pull some cards, and so she'll send me a picture of the spread, and I'm like, damn, okay.
Brandy told me before,
Right.
she said, I like my readings like fast and dirty.
Yeah.
It's like 10 minutes she's done. And it's like, I love that there's all different styles of that. But for me personally, and I guess why I had to have a whole room in the shop, is most of my readings I like to do like a full hour long. People are often spilling their guts, getting it out, and
Right.
treating it as like a therapy session more. And that's cool too. But
Right.
Brandy will come up and sneak attack me.
She will. She's
Don't
rough.
emotionally dump on me what
She's
Brandy
rough.
did to you.
She hates it when I pull my own because I've got a deck and I'll pull my own every once in a blue moon. She hates my cards because she's like,
yeah.
I can't read them. I don't know what these mean because it's not like your normal. What are they called? What is she like? I don't even remember. It's a Nightmare Before Christmas deck.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't align with what hers means. So, like, I don't have cups and swords, and I've got other things. And she's like, I don't understand what any of this means. And I'm like, well, here's my booklet. Here's what the booklet says.
It can be difficult, too, like if I'm using if I'm favoring one particular deck and I start automatically associating with that one deck, if I try to switch it up, it's like, whoa, it takes me a second
Yeah.
to remember what Three of Wands is, but it's in this deck and that, so
Right.
yes. That's not anything on her skill that she couldn't use.
Oh,
for
no.
another deck.
No, she's just used to what she's...
She definitely has a favorite deck.
Oh, for sure.
We all do. I think that's from my experience.
When I was younger, I'd say probably 12 or so, she started kind of getting into it. She had bought a deck, and it was like, was it Amy Brown that did the fairies and stuff that you would buy at like Hot Topic and stuff?
I think so.
She had a deck that was like that, and I loved looking at it. I didn't know nothing about all that. Like my knowledge of all things magic went no further than the TV show Charmed. Like that was life at that point. But I loved that deck, and I'm like, can we do the cards? She's like, no, I haven't worked with them enough. I don't feel comfortable doing it. Do you know that those cards disappeared from her house and have yet to be found?
Oh, wow.
She's been living in the same house since then, and we never saw them again. I was like, well, I guess they just were not meant for you.
Yeah, they weren't her cards. They're
No.
somebody else's.
Yeah. They gone. The Fae came and got them. The Fae came and got them. Okay, so we've got vendors, and of course we're going to be there. We're not selling anything.
No,
but
we're just giving out some freebies.
we got some freebies that we're getting worked up for you guys.
Yeah.
I got a little sneak peek
Yeah.
of some of the stuff that you guys are getting.
Yeah. Because in one of the upcoming episodes, you'll hear her say, what are you doing over there? And I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm ordering something.
I forgot about that. So yeah, make sure that you guys are coming out. I'm excited about food trucks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be down.
Do we
here
know
eating.
which food trucks?
I can't remember. I have an event planner who's helping with stuff. And
I know we have a
remember
lot
it
of
is.
local really good ones.
You're
So-
just looking for chicken strippers.
Yeah, I like chicken strippers.
We should probably reach out to them.
That man is quite interesting. He's very interesting.
I have had issues with food trucks that don't want to be associated with
I get it.
the shop.
I mean,
at all. So I've had that issue a whole lot here.
Yeah, I can.
It is what it is.
I can imagine. I think he might be a cool guy about it. I don't know. I've never gotten that kind of read from him,
Right.
but
I don't know.
I've had people too like that wanted to do the festival or whatever, and I'm trying to remember this lady recently, and maybe she just popped in, said, "Hey, I saw you had an event in the past. You doing some more?" And I said, "Yeah, come join us for Magic in May." And I was like, "We do spooky stuff here. Are you okay?" And she was like, "I don't know." Like some people are just like have no strong feelings
Right.
one way or the other, and like that's refreshing actually.
Right.
Like coming to it like, hey, I know that I don't know, so
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yes.
We're excited about it. We were real
Yeah.
excited about it. I feel like there was a question I had, and it was there. And now it's gone.
It just fell out.
It is gone.
I can tell you about some of the more things that we do at the shop.
Do it.
Okay.
It'll come to me while you're talking.
So I have it set up on the website where people can book appointments because the shop is only open a couple days a week, but I do take private parties here. And if you want to come in with you and a small group of friends, which selecting crystals can be a very spiritual, personalized experience anyway. So people can go on there and select a time frame that they can come in and have the store to themselves. And the way that I do that is basically it's like a purchase of a gift card to reserve the time, and then it'll be applied to your purchase.
Nice.
Yes.
What's the website? Throw that out there.
Yes, heartofthehollowtn.com. Yes, and so the crystal selection experience, you can also book a tarot reading on there. You can book a tarot lesson on there and do teach divination. I'll have to look at can't recall off the top of my head all the class lined up, but it's just different, things that it turned into, I was getting all these questions all the time about how do I do this, how do I do that, and I was like, I'm just going to structure this where people come in for a class. And what's a kind of a wild card on there too is I teach philosophy classes.
Oh.
Yes, so it's kind of philosophy itself was like looking at, more in depth in the universe instead of focusing on, or you know what I mean, asking the bigger questions instead of, just straight tarot cards and psychic stuff. You pulling up the website there?
Yeah. I like it. There's a student and teacher discount. I like it. I remember what my question was, but we'll come back to that here in a second.
And also up here too, we have occasionally people like follow on Facebook. We always announce when we have speakers or other events, meditation circles, and yes, it's not your typical metaphysical store.
So tell us about your membership services here.
So actually, thank you for bringing that up. It's something I just added, and I'm going to look on there to what all I'm saying. So this is a way. Okay.
If it'll scroll.
Okay.
Come on. There we go.
But and I can let you read off some of the details on it if
Okay.
you want. But basically, there was a ton of people that would just want to congregate in the store. They wanted to help out, participate. I have different volunteers that would come in, and in order to, make sure everybody's, how do I say this, make them kind of be a part of the whole thing, I wanted to add in where people could feel like, yes, you're a member here. You can come in and visit us. And yes, go ahead and read.
So this says, it's the best way to enjoy Heart of the Hollow. It says, join our family of truth seekers with the Spirit 1100 membership. Subscribe today to receive exclusive offers and benefits. Each subscription includes a 60-minute session for psychic readings or spiritual advisement sessions that can be used at various time intervals throughout the month. Priority appointment times, exclusive discounts and giveaways, and an additional 10% off purchases. I like it.
Thank you.
I like it a lot.
And that was a long time lots of experimentation of how that would all work, because I would just have people like call me like, hey, I have a question or something, I'll Venmo you $15. So I was like, instead of doing all that, just sign up, and then yes, you could just call me if you wanted a 10-minute question or come in and have a reading. So that's how that was birthed.
Also, you've got all of your vendors listed out on your website. So if you guys are wanting, she was talking about the vendors that'll be here for the festival. If you guys want to take a look at some of their work prior to coming out, you can do that here. Let's see. I'm looking through. Oh, you've got the spiritual service providers out there.
This is just a handful of the people that make it all possible, and
Look at that picture of you. That's a good picture.
Thank you. Yes, I'm on there too.
Um.
I need to get a picture and add Brandy if she wants to come participate.
I could send you some pictures.
I can just hear Brandy now saying,
She's gonna
"No,
beat
you
my
can't."
ass. She's gonna beat my ass.
Why is that?
But just because I'm talking shit and trying to push her into a situation without giving her an opportunity to think about it. Okay, so the question that I thought of, it's gone. Oh,
See,
no,
I was
no,
gonna say, you
I got
should've
it.
asked it
I
when
got
you
it.
heard it.
So the Facebook thing says that you're partnering with the Imagination Library, and there was one other. Right? Is that what it said? No!
Imagination.
Girl, hold this, because I'm telling you.
She's been going on and on about this Imagination Library.
It
Well, I
literally-
think we partner with them.
Partnering with the Dolly Parton Imagination Library and the
For-
Sacred Dog Farm to bring magic to the Hollers.
Okay, again with the event coordinator.
Ah.
We talked about some of that, and yes, yeah. Now, oh gosh, I don't know what's going on.
That's good.
No,
It's fun.
so there was some unconfirmed there too.
Oh, okay.
The Sacred Dog Ranch was confirmed, which they are bringing out all their animals.
Oh my God.
Yay!
Okay, good. Now that it's
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
And no, we wanted to give back to. Do you guys know about the Imagination Library?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Very
we go
cool.
for each week we pick a nonprofit to spotlight,
Oh.
and we just go back and forth. And I picked, what was it? Was it our Gatlinburg episode? I think?
Probably.
Where I picked the Imagination Library for. I put direct donate links and all that because we don't want to handle any money.
Right.
So I'd rather
I'm
just
not.
it go directly to the organizations, and I always post their donate links.
Very cool. Have you guys heard of Scam?
Yes, we've done that one twice.
Okay. Yes,
Um,
we actually partner with them a lot too, and send our team volunteers over there a lot. when they come in
Nice.
here. And I'm like, hey, you need volunteer hours for this, that, and the other. And
Right.
we kind of shouted them out with our previous festivals and things like that too.
Yeah.
I donate every year on Betty White's birthday.
Birthday.
Aww.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one that we've talked about several times. We're all about the shelters and stuff like
Yeah.
that for the dogs. We just adopted a puppy 2 weeks ago from the Nashville Humane Association.
Old freckle butt.
Old freckle butt. I've threatened.
She has a name, but I can't remember
It's
it.
Ellie.
Oh yeah.
What kind of dog is that?
She is a pit boxer mix, from what we were told. I don't know.
You can get a DNA test.
I've had her 2 whole weeks, and do you know how many times I've threatened to take her back?
She has sharp little teeth.
She's mean. Ellie is not a good name for her because that implies sweetness, and she is not sweet.
Just call her old freckle butt like I do. She got this one big patch of brown on her butt.
She's a mess. Freckle butt's not. It's too nice. Words that come out of my mouth at her are not nice.
I've only seen her when she's asleep, so she just seems like a sweetheart to me. A little angel.
She's an angel for my husband. She's not an angel for anyone else.
I don't like you.
She's an asshole. I love her. I do.
She
I
is
love her
quite
very
cute.
much. She is very cute, but
I have a Chihuahua, so
Oh.
yeah, she hates everybody but me.
I just have hella cats.
yeah.
There's so many cats.
I love cats. I'm more of a cat person, honestly.
I also got a hedgehog.
A hedgehog.
She passed out in her food bowl the other day.
I'm not surprised.
What's the
Not even a
hedgehog's
little.
Mabel.
name? Mabel.
She's cute. She's a little rescue. Bless her heart. She's an old lady.
An old lady.
And hedgehog years. They only live about 5 years ish. And I think she's pretty close to that. And then we got 2 turtles too.
Yeah. Old moose and squirrel.
Moose and squirrel, because one's bigger than the other.
We got, so my dog is Luna, which is short for lunatic.
Oh, yep. See?
Crazy.
See?
Chihuahua.
See?
And I have a big black cat, of course, named Tarzan. And then we have 2 chickens.
Nice.
Their names are Jennifer Lopez and
Nice.
Exhibit.
Nice. You had a chicken at one point in time.
Yeah, I had a chicken. Her name was Tahine. We did name her. We did have something else. I think it was like Rosie or something. And the neighbor goes, "Oh, is that y'all's chicken?" I was like, "Kind of." She just hopped the fence from the neighbor next door. We tried taking her back, and she would not stay.
You got
And
adopted by a chicken.
right, and he goes, "Well, we've just been calling her Tahine because that's what I put on my chicken." So it stuck. And then, bless her little heart, she got sick. No longer with us.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Tahine. I didn't even want that chicken.
So many chickens have come and gone from
Yeah.
since I started messing with chickens. Since I came out to Cheatham County, and my husband's like, "We need chickens now." So, you know.
I don't mess with chickens.
No, you
There's-
and your child are
There's
afraid
video
of them.
footage of me screaming.
Yeah.
running.
All that chicken was sitting there doing was looking at you.
Ours are sweet. Now that we're down to 2, and it's like they're real docile and they just chill in the backyard. And we just moved into a neighborhood, so they just hang out in the
Yeah.
backyard now. And we thought that would be a problem, but the HOA didn't say
Well,
anything.
hey, that's good.
No, that's
Call
good.
them the HOA chickens.
No, my neighbor has like 6 or 7 chickens and 1 rooster. They all hang out in my yard. I'm like, go for it. You eat the ticks.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Ticks and all the other bugs being gone and
Mhm.
having fresh eggs. That's why I'm an advocate for chickens.
There you go.
My neighbors reap the benefits of that. We don't.
Right. Well, I don't have chickens. I just have my 2 dogs.
You should get a chicken.
I'm good.
Chickens are so wonderful.
I'll pass on the chicken.
Fun and be that
And
way.
you can have cool names for your chickens too.
Yeah.
I'm good. I've hit my quota for pets right now. Loki.
You have
and
2.
Loki.
Oh, I
and-
forgot about the
and
fish.
Ellie. I forgot about the fish.
Kind of fish.
It's just, it's.
Little dinky fish.
Yeah.
Like,
It was a Christmas present for one of my kids. All 3 of them got a fish, and we're down to 1. So, I feed it once a week. It's been fine. I probably overfeed it once a week, so that's why it lives from week to week. But the kids don't even acknowledge it. I clean its tank like every couple of months.
Well, it ain't coming to my house.
No, if it does, it's going to be turtle food.
Yeah.
But no, Loki and Ellie are all I need.
And
That's
the
it.
fish that you
And the
forget
fish.
about.
Blueberry, that's his name.
Blueberry.
That's what Easton named him.
I don't know. Is he blue?
Yeah, it's like one of those neon blue fish.
Oh, I like those little fish.
He's cute. He just doesn't do anything exciting.
No, you can't take him on
I
walks.
have an exciting fish story.
Okay.
I had a fish for like 10 years. They're called blood parrots. You ever seen those?
Mhm.
They're like the giant. Yeah, I mean, he got huge. And he was the coolest fish. He actually just died like 6 months ago. And I could get, thank goodness I have it on video camera, but I could move my hand like around the tank and he would like follow it. It was crazy. I don't know how I trained the fish. It's a Pisces thing. I don't know. But he was cool. His name was Nemo. Because that's when you have a kid.
Right.
Every fish is Nemo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Amazingly enough, none of our 3 fish were named Nemo. We had Angel, who died, and then we had Angel 2, and she died, and then we had, I forget what she named the 3rd pink one.
Devil.
And then,
Grim Reaper.
right, and then we had some, I don't even remember what it was. It was some puffy looking gray colored fish that Maddie named, it was like Herbert or something like that. I don't know. It was something weird. And that's Maddie for you. You may get to meet Maddie. Maddie's
She's a trip.
she is a textbook Pisces. She is something else. She's a lot.
So, my partner, he's also a Pisces. He
Yeah.
just talks and talks and talks.
And then you get those 2 together, and
He's sitting there going, she talks too much. I left him sitting there with her I think it was at Ray Day, and he come up to me after like 15 minutes and he goes, I don't know if she took a breath.
you just got to tell her.
And I was like, have
to
you
knock
met
off.
you?
I love her. I do, and she is very sweet. She is a kind-hearted kid. But you gonna know her whole life story before the end of the day. I promise you. If I have to bring her with me up here, you gonna know her whole life story.
That's alright.
I love her to death. I do. I do.
You sound like you're convincing yourself.
No, she's just she's a lot. She's a lot.
She's a teenager.
She's 15. So we're going through that whole. She's gone through her emo phase, and we're kind of coming out of it. Now it's just I do what I want.
I was gonna say we're creeping into the I hate mom phase.
Yes. Yeah, that's been fun. She's rough on mom a lot of times, but.
Please bring her in because
She was mad that I wasn't bringing her tonight. She's like, I want to go in there because anything that we've needed, I don't go anywhere. I go to her house and soccer practice. That's the extent of my out of the house activities. So anytime I have needed anything from like here, Brandy gets it for me when she comes in, or Brandy's already got it. So I'm like, I'm gonna come over there and get it. That's been the extent. Maddie's been wanting to come down here because Brandy had bought the kids stuff from here for Christmas, not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before. Mm-hmm. And that's like Maddie's most prized possessions.
Awesome.
So she's been saying, I want to go down there. And so I told her that I was coming out here tonight after I dropped her off at her dad's. And she was real mad she wasn't going to come with me. So if I have her that weekend, she'll come with us.
Awesome.
Yeah, she'll be super excited.
I love hearing stories like that when my customers come in and tell me how they're enjoying their crystals or whichever they bought here.
It was her. Brandy had gotten her a little bracelet that had the evil eye thing on it.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
And she wore it, like literally wore it out, I feel like, not last weekend, but the weekend before it finally broke. And she was like, what does that mean? What is it? And I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. You've used it for what it needs to be used for. It's fine. We can get you another one. My fight with her is going to be, you don't have to spend all the money you own right now.
Why not?
Yeah.
I'm her Aunt Brittany. I'll encourage her.
Then you can buy it for her. You're her Aunt Brittany. You can buy her presents. She's fine.
I say that, but did she tell you I slipped her $20 for her birthday? Like, whenever I dropped Gemma back off, I was like, I walked up to Maddie and I went, and she goes, what's that for? And I said, it's for your birthday. And she goes, thanks. And then I was like, I wonder if she ever told her about that, because I didn't.
No, I had no clue. This is how she is with my kids. She buys all the annoying toys.
Yeah.
But she also takes them and does cool stuff with them.
Yeah.
She just recently had a whole Taylor Swift night with my little child.
Taylor Swift night.
Yeah.
Swifties.
Yeah. We had a good time.
I don't do the Swift.
Mostly she played with Willow.
Well, she saw something today that had Taylor Swift's picture on it. She goes, there's Tay Swizzle.
That's cute.
Oh, Lord.
I like I'm the only one. I'm like, yeah, I passively like Taylor Swift. Like, most people are like, I don't get it, or they're huge fans.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, I kind of like her music. I feel like I'm the only one in between.
Right. Like, I like her, and I feel like I'm a little obsessed. But like, if other people aren't, I'm like, cool, that's fine. Because like, there's stuff I don't like.
I have spent so many years absolutely despising.
Oh, I used to.
Her
it was awful.
And everything she stands for, just because.
It's cool. That's because it's cool.
I don't know.
It's the cool thing to do.
But like, I can listen to her music without gagging. Or immediately changing the song.
You're saying you're acknowledging her
I acknowledge
skills,
her.
But
you know, I'm living for her. I'm living for her and Travis. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I like that. I think it's cute.
I'm more here for
but I'm
Travis's
not like
brother.
Yeah, I really like him. I'm still so mad that I did not pre-order that pop vinyl when it was like $25.
I'm ready for the album that comes out after this breakup.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord. I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I am rooting for them. I hope, I want everyone to find love.
Right.
That's not what I'm saying, but, history shows us what Taylor's going to do,
Yeah. Because it's like the last one. He's like shocked that this new album that's coming out is like, he's like, I just can't believe she would do that. It's like,
Did you not?
did you?
pay attention to the last?
Who this woman is?
Well, you got anything else you want to hit us with before we wrap it up?
I will go ahead and shout out the website one more time.
Okay.
We're at heartofthehollowtn.com. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram, Heart of the Hollow TN, on both of them. If you want to feel more comfortable texting, calling, or emailing, all those are listed on the social medias as well. So yeah, I hope to see some of your listeners in here, and we can shop for crystals and have a great time.
Y'all better show up and show out.
Yeah. Better. You better do it.
If you're local, and the majority of you are.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad to have you guys here, so thank you for
We were
coming.
excited about coming. We're excited about the festival. We are super excited about it. I've been telling, so my youngest two play soccer out here. And I've got like a group of friends. I'm finally in the mom group on the soccer team.
You're in the soccer mom
I'm
group.
a soccer mom group.
You made it.
Finally, after years and years. But I like this little group of girls that we hang out with. And I was telling them last week, I said, I'm going to have to miss a weekend. And they're like, why? And I was like, I got this festival down here. So I was telling them about it. And I was like, so me and Brittany are going to go down there and set up. And they were like, I understand. I get that. And one of the moms actually lives real close. And she was like, I may have to stop by and check that out. So she's also a fair weather listener. She listens every once in a while. She's not an every weeker.
So most of our like family members are fair weather.
Yeah.
It's like my sister, she lives in Florida, and I don't know when the last time she listened to it was. But now that I've said this, she listens to it on the regular. She'll be like, I listen to it all the time. Thank you.
Right.
Hey, actually, that's one of the things I learned in business. It's like it's not going to be your family or your immediate friends that are often your biggest supporters. But that's okay.
Yeah.
It's just like you're not doing it for necessarily those people around you. Just because you're related or friends with them, you don't have exactly the same interests. That's
Yeah.
okay. Your audience is elsewhere. That's fine.
When we started out, we had a lot of our support was closest friends and family.
Yeah.
And that kind of has tapered off. Now, I do have two of our number one fans, and I say that lightly. We hear from them.
I think we have like 3 number 1 fans. Well, maybe 4 if you include your sister.
Yeah. Well, Nighthawk and his brother.
Yeah, well,
Is who I was talking about.
Daniel's brother.
Oh,
His
okay.
wife goes, as soon as that episode drops, he's got to listen to it.
Nice.
Well, we've got a couple that have been with us since day one.
That is awesome.
But it's definitely interesting. We're getting out there. We're spreading a little bit more. And what makes it even better is that we do this because we want to. We do it because it's fun.
Because we really thought nobody was going to listen to this.
For sure. For sure. And that's what I told my husband when we started it. I was like, this is literally going to be like my sister and her sister will be the only people to listen to this from a week-to-week basis. And it's gotten more reach than, which I showed you, it's gotten more reach than what we ever expected.
Yeah.
I think it's y'all's consistency with it. Because that's like actually another big lesson with business. It's like you just have to, you guys putting out episodes over and over, having that dedication, then yes, it will.
Yeah, I don't think we haven't had to like miss a week.
No,
we've got we have
for
2 banked that are like mini-sodes that if something ever happens and we can't get together, we'll drop them. But so far, it's come together.
We have to go remotely.
Yeah,
because we've been sick or something, or she goes out of town. We've made it work, which I mean, I will say there are some weeks that you can tell that our effort towards that episode wasn't completely there.
Yeah.
Because we're terrible about it.
We're procrastinators.
Oh, yeah. It'll be like a week or 2 before we're supposed to record, and neither of us have written any of the 4 to 5 episodes we're supposed to record that weekend.
Well,
so,
also
Life
too.
on the edge.
Yeah. Oh, this last Saturday we recorded, and we're between recordings, and I'm finishing up an episode I was supposed to write all by myself and didn't.
Yeah.
So, but I got it done. I always get it done.
That's what's important.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. Even if it's
So
just
that-
me copying and
It enables my procrastination because I always get it done.
I will
Oh
copy.
gosh, I never thought of it. You're conditioning yourself to procrastinate. Oh no. Guilty.
There have been episodes where I've copied and pasted websites. I'm joking. Copied and pasted websites for like list the Florida Man episodes.
I did like the Florida
I'll just
Man.
read them from the website, but I'm like clicking on them and getting a little bit more information as I'm going. I'm really bad about doing that. If I know that I'm procrastinating too far, then I'm like, I'm gonna kind of veer off of this subject and we're gonna do something else that I can just quick and easy.
And see, you know when it's my special interest because my notes are like 30 pages long.
Your Taylor Swift dissertation.
That was too much. I was doing too much.
Not once, but twice.
Twice, yeah. That happens a lot.
But it's a good time. We enjoy it. It's something fun for us to do.
Yeah.
It gives me something to look forward to. And I get to talk shit to you all the time.
True.
That's
we're like doing a special episode of that next month.
Just for you guys, just roast each other.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a hot takes
we're gonna do
episode where we know the other one's gonna get upset about it, and just we're trying to get a rise out of the other one. That was suggested by my sister because we don't argue.
No.
We have literally, and I told you, we've been friends for like 20 years. We've literally never had an argument.
I'm so old.
And she's like, I feel like the listeners would enjoy having an episode of you two just bickering back and forth. And I'm like, we don't do that.
And we're gonna have to find stuff.
So we're gonna dig, and we're gonna kind of pick like
Oh, I'm excited for that.
ideas or something that
I need to start. I'm gonna start making a list. Cause see, what started it was when I mentioned Lainey Wilson's accent. Because I was like, she seems like a lovely person. And then I found out she was from Louisiana, and I was like, okay, I kind of take it back. But it just seems like a fake accent.
Don't talk shit about Lainey.
See, look, you're getting into it again.
I love her.
She seems like a lovely person.
I'm not a huge country, like huge into country. And like, I haven't listened to half of her stuff. But I absolutely love her.
It's like I couldn't name a single song.
I can name at least one or two. I don't know. But I love her. And she's gorgeous.
She is really pretty.
I have a girl crush. It's fun.
We can tell.
All right. Well, are you good?
I'm good.
Do you have anything else you want to put out there?
Good. I'm enjoying myself.
Well, good.
So.
We again, May 11th here in Ashland City at Heart of the Hollow. We're doing Magick in May, so make sure that you come out.
What time does it start?
That is a good question. If I can quit, I feel like I'm drowning from the Gatorade in my lung at this point.
What would you go and do that for?
It says it starts at 10 a.m.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
You were on your way to pulling it up. I didn't want to be wrong.
Okay.
So be there or be square.
Right.
Yes.
So make sure you're coming out. Come take maybe a picture with us. We might give
Get
you
some little
Pet
stuff.
some animals, get some good food.
Pet all the animals if I'm not already there. I might not even be at our tent part thing the whole time, our booth part thing the whole time.
Come back over there with an animal.
We're gonna have
Chicken.
Right. It will not
to.
be.
Absolutely not. You're gonna have to like make me not bring one home. My husband's gonna hate it. All right. Well, thanks for coming out, guys.
Yeah.
Your little extra episode for the week. We hope to see you there. Bring your pocketbooks. Bring your wallets. Let's spend some money and have a good time.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on with us.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good one, guys. Bye.
Bye.